Hi, today I would like to show you how to replace a wall switch that turns on a light to a fan control. That's going to be my fan control, and this is going to continue to be a light switch of the ventilator that I'm going to install in this wall. So here is the place I would like to install. Instead of light, I want to install ceiling fan, and I already have the outlet box that is suitable for ceiling fan. This switch, it's a wall switch. It turns on one light, and you actually have one hot and also a neutral. So in order to control the fan and the light, we need to have a wire that is called 14-3. The 14 is the amount of the ampere in the cable, which is 15 amps, and 3 meaning 3 wires. 3 wires are red, black, and white. This is the neutral. This is going to be the hot for the fan, and this is going to be the hot for the light, and this is going to be the ground. Okay, and I'm going to actually fish this wire to this place and try to move it from here to the ceiling where the ceiling fan will be connected. Please note that I already disconnected electricity. So this wire I'm going to replace with 3 wires. So I'm going to use this fish tape in order to fish the cable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it here, take this wire, put it here, using your vinyl electrical tape. This wire is going to the attic, and I'm going to go to the attic and pull it from there. This is the wire that I pull with the fish tape from the outlet. This wire is contain only 2 wires. So now I connect the 3-wire cable to the tape fish, as you see here, and I'm going to push the wire to the outlet where is the wall switch. So as you can see, the wire is being pushed inside to the outlet. So this is the wire with the 3. This is the cable with the 3 wires that will go to the outlet on the ceiling. So using the tape fish here, we able to take this cable and pass it from the outlet box here to the outlet box in the ceiling without breaking the wall and doing other stuff. So it took like 3 minutes to do it, and as you can see here, you have the 3 wires, which is the red, the black, the neutral, and always you have the ground as an exposed wire. So now I'm going to install this motor with the rod, and look at the medallion where I put it. It's going to be on the ceiling outlet. Connection we're going to connect here, we're going to connect the ground, all the ground going to connect it together, I'm using this connection nut, wire connection, to put them together. You can see here. This is 3 ground, and by the way, the ground also connected to the outlet box. You cannot see it from here, but maybe I will show you from here. It's connected to a screw inside. The second connection is the motor wire, which is the black, to the hot that's coming from the source. Put them together, and with the connection done. Now we have another wire that's coming from the source. It's a 3-wire cable. It's red. This wire will go to the light of the ceiling, which is the light of the ceiling of the fan ceiling, which is the blue. So here is the wires, and I'm going to put them together. So you see here is different because there are 3 wires that coming from this cable plus the ground. So that's why I'm taking this connection wire and I'm connecting it together. So the only thing that's left now is the neutral. Here's the neutral, and that's the neutral. That's the neutral come from the wire, from the source, and this is the neutral of the ceiling fan. Okay, so of the fan, so I'm going to take a wire connection and put them together. And really the electrical connection is done. This fan control I'm going to connect here, install here, instead of this wall switch. Before it was a light, now it's going to be a fan, ceiling fan. So this is going to be controlling the speed of the motor, and these turn on the light on and off. So as you can see here, you have 2 black wire and ground. Now I have to connect one of the black to the hot, and one of the black will go here to the motor. It doesn't matter which black going to connect to the motor or which black going to connect to the source. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this switch, wall switch, because I don't really need it. I'm going using this wall switch for the light of the ceiling fan, and this one I'm not going to use, so I'm going to remove it. Just remember, electricity is off, so don't worry. I'm going to take these 3 wires and I'm going to put them together using the wire connector. This is connected already. The other wire, which is that, I will have to connect to this. This cable, 3-wire cable, is too long, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the installation first, utility knife, and then I'm going to cut it as needed. So here is the wires, actually 3 wires and ground that going to the ceiling fan, and we don't need this kind of length, so I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to remove the installation as needed. See, 3 exposed wires here. This wire that's coming from the controller will go to the black wire that go to the motor of the ceiling fan, and I'm just going to put it here, and that's done. all the ground are connecting with the ground connectors together. All the neutral, which are the white, should be connected together. For that one I'm using this connector, which is a big connector. The ground will be connected to the ground here in the switch. This is the green screw. The last connection is the red light, the red wire which connected to the light of the fan, ceiling fan, will be connected to the switch here on the top of this switch. The connection here done, and I'm going to turn on the electricity to see if everything works properly. Okay, I connected the light now. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually turn on the light to see if everything works properly. The light is on and the fan controller in the wall working properly. Before I'm going to close all the electricity box, I think that's very good to do before you're doing it. Because if it doesn't work, you have to go and start opening everything here. We turn on electricity, and I just want to show you something. Turn on the switch is on, and now I'm going to use the remote here. This is the remote motor fan here. But before I did it, I set the speed of the motor there on the ceiling on a high speed while putting it in a maximum. So now, if you can look at the, so you can see it's actually working properly. That's the maximum speed. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the electricity, and I'm going to put all the covers and the wires inside the outlet box on top, and I'm going to actually connecting the blade to this motor and put the cover on the outlet in the wall. I'm going to use the power grab in order to stick the medallion to the ceiling. It's really enough 3 point. Let it stay like that for an hour or two. It will stick to the wall. I'm attaching the last blade to its position. You must attach them tight. Putting the cover on the outlet here, I actually turn on the electricity just to make sure everything works with the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan with the medallion already attached to it. I'm going to turn on the light. So the light is working now. The remote. Low speed, medium speed, high speed. Look at the medallion. I have to put this offset here, this green one, using as an offset. So after we put the cover on the outlet, that is the last test to check. Let's check if the light is on. And that is the low speed, the medium speed,